All right. So, oh no, I never named it. Hold on. Okay, so it's actually going to be color swap live stream. Yeah. Boom. Change the thumbnail. You know what? Why not? If it'll work, I'm gonna try. We'll do this one. All right. Oh, probably gonna have to look up my channel. Oh, gee, that's not. Didn't mean to have it that loud. All right. Well, let me share this. Figured I might as well do this since we have to wait for Sim for CKFL. So I might as well do this. So first thing, who should I do a color swap on? Keep in mind this is not a jersey swap, this is a color swap. Am I dropping any frames? That's the real question. No, actually. Stream health seems fine. So, if anyone is here, please tell me, who shall I do a recolor on? Preferably someone who is a current player, but well, I guess I'm not going to get an answer, so oh well. I guess I wanted to do Komoko Ture earlier. That didn't work. Just look up Colts player. There. Alright. Ooh, oh wow, of course this is tangled up. Hold on. Let me untangle my earbuds. Oh no, it's Philip Walker. Why do I get the feeling that Philip Walker would have been a better starting quarterback for this year than Phillip Rivers? Alright. Now that that's untangled, we could do Paris Campbell. We could do Darius Leonard. I don't know. I feel like an easy one to do would maybe be Justin Houston, because this one doesn't look too hard to edit, because mostly everything seems, not all Well, no, I want to do that, but pixels, not enough pixels for what I want to do. What shall I do? I honestly have no idea. We could do Marlon Mack. We could do Justin Houston. We could do Jacoby Brissett. We could do Nyheim Hines. A lot of people do Kenny Moore. We could do Costanzo. T.Y. Could do Quentin Nelson. Let's do Nyheim Hines. I think this is a possibly relatively simple swap, actually. Oh, a Quentin Nelson one. Alright. I suppose I can try Quentin, if I can find a good picture of Quentin Nelson, that is. I spelled that wrong. That might not be too hard to do. The only issue is that he's going to have the 35 seasons patch on most of these, which could be an issue. I don't know. Because I could do like, I could swap the white to black, but that's just so simple. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to go back to Nyheim Hines, honestly. I think I still have Nyheim Hines copied. Span canvas. Okay, let me lay back here because having my legs crossed is making my foot go to sleep, which isn't fun. So I just knocked over a ketchup bottle. Maybe I should have gotten more water before doing this as well, but oh well, who cares? Alright, so first things first, let's go, and where is it? Colts color swaps. There we go. I'm gonna actually open up this one. This is the middle one that you said you didn't like earlier, which is it's this one, but it has the correct black color. At least it should. Has more of the actual like anvil black. So the first thing I want to do is just start testing out how much the tolerance is gonna mess with stuff here. Just assuming if I like wanted to try to do a like one on the helmet, like this color on the helmet. Now I'm not trying to actually make this look nice. I'm just trying to get like a rough idea of what it would look like. Obviously this does not look good right now. Yeah, I don't think that that's a thing that I would want to try to do, because doing the helmet is a lot harder, to be honest. So what I think I'll do is I'll go with the black jersey like earlier, which, yeah, I don't know how well this is actually going to work. Turn up the tolerance a bit more. Yeah, this is definitely more of the right color of black. It's not perfect. I can fix any imperfections around the outside, but I think I'll definitely try to keep them to a minimal. I also have to avoid hitting his skin because that'll also screw stuff up. This is always the worst part, is up here by... Actually, as a matter of fact, it doesn't really matter what I do with right here, because I have to replace that with a different logo, because I'm actually going to turn this into more of a custom logo version of the jersey. I probably could have made this a bigger brush, but I think for now it's probably fine. Obviously there's certain colors or shades of blue that it's not going to like right here, which, as you can see, is going to be a pain in the butt. Dang. It's really going to do this to me. Turn the hardness up. See this right here, this is where it kind of starts to irritate me, because, bro, just get colored in. It's not that big of a deal. See what it's doing? That right there is an issue. Everything else was turning out fine, except for the darker parts, meaning that what I'm going to have to do here, sadly, is start messing around with just basically coloring this in, to be honest. Which annoys me, and I'm going to try to stay away from the finer detailed parts as much as possible, just so like it's not like super clear what I did. As you can see, like I'm trying to kind of stay in between these two pieces right here, just because if I go over them too much, then it'll be clear what I did. Kind of go around here. There we go. I'll have to... Oh crap. And I had this stream paused on my screen. On my phone screen. Obviously this doesn't look great right now, but this is starting to look like it's not really the right color. It turned more into like a darker shade of blue, but that's okay. I don't really care. As long as it looks semi-presentable from further back, then be good. Just have to get in, like you have to make sure you get into like the little cracks like through here, just to try to get all of the blue to go away. Which is annoying, but it's gonna pay off. I have to zoom in more just so I can make sure I get every little piece of it. I don't think I'm gonna try to. Gotta try to get rid of this blue around the outside, which sadly means I'm gonna have to color over some of this stuff out here. But from further away, shouldn't be too noticeable. It's like how really some of this like finer detailed stuff really isn't going to make much of a difference. Like if I back out like here, see that just, I mean, it doesn't look good necessarily, but like if I want to, I can just copy that color and boom. See, that's fixed just like that. Well, not completely fixed, but gotta kind of round it off, make it look slightly more natural here. And boom. See how that's fixed? Anyways, back to fixing this blue. Just gotta make sure there's a small enough brush to make it to where you don't screw anything too detailed up. Because if I wanted to, I could just go over like this, but then it would obviously be noticeable even from further back. You can see it, which isn't what you want. You want to make sure, like I've said multiple times, to keep as much of the finer detail as possible. There we go. This is the most tedious part too, because you could be doing something that looks right like through this portion, and then you back out of this portion and it looks horrible. So it's really more of just like a guessing game. See, so stuff is starting to look cleaner. Just gotta get as much of the more noticeable blue parts out. And then what I kind of want to do here is take more of that color, and I'm going to have to reshade over this just a bit, just so it's, I probably shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have crossed over. You want to make sure you get, well, no, I can probably leave it. It's not going to look the prettiest, but it'll... Alright. Obviously down here we're going to have to fix this. And over here. For now we're still trying to fix these uglier blue parts. And turn them into darker parts, because that's the goal. And up here I'm going to have to be really careful. It doesn't look too bad. But the reason I say I'm going to have to be careful is because, see how there's this like neck part right here? I'm going to have to remove it just so I can make it more like a custom uniform. But to do that, I'm going to have to fix stuff like this and all that, which is not fun. See, because it looks like this part of the jersey has been, you know, underneath, water for years on years, which obviously isn't fun. I'll tell you that. You want to try to blend these colors as much as possible to just look better from further out. Like, obviously, if someone wants to get this close in and inspect it, they're wasting their time. 'Cause obviously, it's not gonna look great. But that's their choice if they want to get that close to it. Like, you can obviously tell this is not a good looking portion, but it's fixable. Should probably remove this piece before I forget about it. Because that shouldn't be sticking out like that. Although, probably did a bit too much. Alright. And then man, this just, ugh. I'm just going to try to fix as much of this right now as I can, just so I can go back to focusing on the jersey itself. I'm going to have to blend these colors. See, a long time ago I would have never gone through this effort to do such a thing. Heck, earlier this morning I wouldn't have gone through the effort to do such a thing, if I'm going to be honest. But I woke up and I thought, I'm color swap today. And what did I do? I got up and I started trying to figure out how to color swap. I need to turn down the hardness on this, because that's, I think, what's really something that needs to have this turned up. Because the reason I say that is because it'll leave slightly more of like a fade into that, and then I need this color up here. I'm just going to kind of tap right there, maybe out there a little bit, and boom, eyesore gone. Except for maybe right there. That maybe can be, well, no. I'll blend this a little bit better. Make it less of one solid, huge color. Alright, that's probably as good as I'm going to get right there. Obviously not perfect. I could make this look like a Notre Dame jersey with this color, but that's not what we're here to do. I think, no, it's not the right shade. Alright. So we just need this color, and then we're just going to drag like that. See, this part right here, not that bad, because it doesn't look like it's going to require much to fix. I just gotta, you gotta keep in mind we're trying to blend in with the stuff in the background, which is hard to do. So, now time to get back to, now I gotta fix this now. As you can see, I take a lot of pride in making sure that up here, and well, around that area is just fixed. Alright, now I can go back to maybe that color, and then I can make it a smaller brush. That's not going to look good. Even from far away, that's not going to look good. Is there any way that I can get this to maybe... I mean, could be worse, I suppose. Or way that maybe. No. Let me lighten the color slightly. See if that fixes it. Be really precise with this because... Alright, now if I were to just kind of trim some of this around the outside, I could then go back to this. How does that look? Yeah, see, does that look fine? I think that looks fine. Obviously, I still have a lot more to fix over here, but we can fix that in a bit. Now, what I've got to do here is I've got to pick this color right here. I've just got to go over it lightly. Right here, I'm going to have to that's not going to look right. I'm still going to try it anyway. What if I were to just... This would be a lot easier to do if it was a pure black that I was covering up right here. You know that? That would make it a lot easier if it was just a pure black. But instead, I'm going to have to go up and around and just kind of... That's never going to look right, but I'm still going to test it. Just going to test my theory. I know this is sloppy, but I'm just going to test and see what's this going to look like from further back. Yeah, even from really far back, that looks horrible. This is the part that makes me angry, to say the least. I could go with a pure black, or I could try to do Naheem. Am I spelling that wrong? I'm definitely spelling that wrong, but who cares? I put my. Which one am I doing again? Okay, it's that one. So I'm gonna have to click onto here now. Oh wow, of course I picked the wrong, like it was the right thing, but it wasn't at the same time. It was the right picture, but it wasn't the correct scale of the picture, so I wasn't going to be able to copy what I wanted. Am I not going to be able to find it now? Great. See, this is the only issue with the Colts uniforms, like their home uniforms, is that they have like this little like neck piece right here that of course has to ruin everything for everyone. Pretty sure this is the correct size. Yeah. Alright. So, recolor, and then I literally just want to recolor this area specifically. Can you even see it? No, you can't. See, why does it turn it yellow? I don't understand. Like, that's not what I'm telling it to do. And there's no tool to like trace apart from this lasso select, but you can't like click specific areas. You have to drag it the whole way. God dang it, I ran out of space on the mouse pad. Or not on the mouse pad, but I ran out of space. Now, we grab the recolor and we hope. And as expected, it looks absolutely disgusting. Alright, so tolerance. Alright. Gotta keep going till eventually every last bit of blue has been eliminated. Now it's gotta be this right here. The reason I'm doing this is the more I can go around, I don't know how to explain this, the more I can get rid of with like it leaving slight details, the better this is going to get. The only issue is that see how many different shades of blue there are on this right here? This is the issue right here. I can't do it with this editor. Like, that's not right. Even if I were to back up, that surprisingly doesn't look too bad. To tell the truth. Yeah, basically just got to get rid of all blues except for the NFL 100. or basically everything but the NFL 100 can go. Just gotta keep going over it until eventually every last little detail, except for the NFL 100, is gone. Well, every last lighter shade of blue, which sadly it looks like isn't going to be easy. In fact, that might be the best I'm going to be able to get, sadly. So now if I were to just click here, that makes it slightly better because it matches that shade a little bit more. Only issue here is that I'm going to have to save as, I don't know, Proto. I just spelled that wrong. I guarantee I spelled it wrong. Oh well, whatever, I'll just put Hines. Not the ketchup either. Now I've got this here. Now I've got to open with paint.net. As you can see, we've got a semi-reasonable looking color area that can be worked around at least, which that's what we need, was just the ability to work around it. Still too big of a brush. Literally just need to make my way around, get rid of as much of the ugly yellow as I can, and get rid of this bluish color right here. See, it's just so pixelated now, which is the issue. What I might do is make a line there, make a line there, and then just color this in right here, and then color this in solid. This is just kind of a do and hope type of situation here. So let's say roughly up to about here can be cut off, except it needs to be a straight line, at least as close to one as I can get, because what I'm going to try anyways, like roughly here or so, I'll go out a little bit further. I'm going to try to do, even though this does not look good at all, well, I mean, it could be worse. No, I tried to click the color select. Now if I were to bring this like that, just kind of more down to a point, and then bring that like that. May not look wonderful, but looks okay. Colts logo. Which one do I need? Do they have a white version of it? The L's. Okay, this right here I'm gonna have to copy, and then I guess I'll have to go here and then just paste that because that's the best way I can do it. And then turn this up just enough. Control C, Control V, and then we can make that smaller and drop it right here in the center, or at least what's close enough to the center. And he's kind of angled, so I'm going to angle it just enough to where it kind of fits. And then I need this blue to then not what I wanted to do. Alright, I'm just going to have to select this area in general, but that's not what I'm actually going to be editing, going to be dropping. Turn the tolerance down. Still might be too high. There we are. And then why not? Let's just try to make them all equally sized here. I mean, that's not perfect. You know what? No. I think what I should do is turn this back a little bit and center it more. Now, if I just save, close. As you can tell, this is a painstaking process, especially when you're dealing with these types of uniforms. I accidentally forgot to open it with paint.net. Now, instead of what I did before, I'm just going to go make actual like little microscopic little dots. You know what? Just go over you and you, and I'll drop a dot there, dot there, a dot there, dot there, there, and there. Not perfect, but it is what it is. Actually, I'm going to turn the hardness up. Doesn't have to be placed in perfect spots, but I don't like that. Needs to be more online. This one especially. Oh crap, no, I can't delete that part. I have to keep at least most of the shape of Indiana intact. Close enough. That's got to do. Now that I've done this and it looks horrible, but it's what I could do. Time to scroll up here. Gonna have to turn the hardness down again, but I can at least make the tool bigger now. And I can go to about right there before having to switch colors to this more purplish color. Got to switch to this color now to go over kind of like that. As you can see, each little section has its own area. Now I've got to come back into here. Oh wait, I need the blue. Well, grayish blue. I suppose obviously I'm going to fix that because I don't want that to do that. Switch this to more of that type of color. Go down into here, switch that. Actually, you know what? No. Bro. Gotta switch. Not my best work, I'll admit that. Yes, I'm still live. This piece right here, I swear, I hate it. If it would just die, I'd be happy. Right, just gotta go right here. Once we sim though, I'm gonna not be live. That's for sure. What does this look like from a distance? Would you look at that? Now, to go for, I actually kind of like that blue, so we'll do. What I used to do was I used to just paint bucket and do with a tolerance, but that it's just not what I do anymore. Best way to do it, let me go back. There we go. Best way to do it is, I'm dead serious, just recolor. Made it too big. The hardness isn't enough. So like I said, just gotta Risky business going over here. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Now I gotta zoom in and deal with a lot smaller the area. I'm just gonna go back like that because it's simpler. That's definitely not part of his glove. Right, there's no way that could be a part of his glove. Yeah, didn't think so. Hate when I click that and it doesn't register. From further back, it doesn't look too bad. So back to recolor. This one can be bigger because there's not much really. Oh, wrong color. So got to recolor. Not much really in the way to worry about here. Except if you do that. What would happen if I just tried to turn the jersey back to... Yeah, I could turn the jersey back to that color if I wanted to, but it's not my goal here. That's for sure. And recoloring gives you that nice ability to not just paint over the finer details, as you just saw. And boom! Now to work on down here. First things first, we want our gray color. Not what we wanted to do. I guess I'll just, never mind. Tolerance down. Oh well. And basically you're just going to want to go over and not do that. You're going to want that color, as I proceeded to do the wrong thing. Looks like I'm just going to have to fix this with this tool, which I was refraining from doing, but it must be done. Which I suppose it's not looking too bad. No, I think I went a bit too far. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And there we have it. I guess I could maybe try to do black pants as well. I don't know how well. Actually. Huh. It's actually the best that has ever worked. Maybe turn up the tolerance just a bit. As it proceeds to color over the blue. I'll just not do that. Whatever, close enough. Boom. I'll make it smaller though. I'll move it to about right there. Paintbrush. Boom. No, that's not going to look right. Hardness just needs to go all the way up. Boom. And then I'll save as, I don't even know. But I'm not going to save that quite yet. Alright. I think I'll just go with the white pants. And boom. Hines color swap black and blue. There. Now I can successfully close those. I'm going to load up this one. So see, this is that, and then here's this. So yeah. Alright. That's the best I could do with that one. Almost an hour in. So yeah. Peace.